This is Ramon, Modelismo channel, and I'm back. So hi guys, again, this is Ramon from Modelismo channel, as you may know by now. For all of you guys that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. I know it's been a while since the last time I posted, but I have exciting news. Ever since I posted my last video, I moved to another place, which you already knew about this one. Changed my job, which led me to go back to Mexico and rearrange my work visa here in the States, giving me the opportunity to actually gather some of the equipment and especially my stash. I forgot about my stash, or about the stash that I had in Mexico, so I'm gonna be presenting that to you. But before we go into that, I'm gonna show you the progress of the F6F-5 Hellcat by Eduard. So I take it that the last time you saw this puppy, it wasn't painted, and as you can see, it has already a couple of good coats of flat blue by Tamiya. I actually primered it with a little bit of light sea gray, also by Tamiya, which are the only paints that I have. I have a little bit of Humbrol, but just for like really like touch-ups and like, you know, like the propeller tips and stuff like that. So as you can see, I actually hand painted the guy, because I do have my airbrush, but I was too panicky, and I went ahead and I just hand brushed it, or hand painted it. I think that the paint leveled pretty much and very well. I know that it's not the same finish as you would get from an airbrush. Well, there are people that can do that, actually. Not myself. I'm not a pro, nor intend to be one. The cockpit, it's the detail of the kit. It's really nice. I love it. My camera, it's not adjusting its focus. It's just too tiny, but I'm gonna try to zoom out. There we go. So we have a little bit of detail there, and it's really nice. The harness are wonderful, and I think that for this scale, it's really nice. I love it. I decided to go and also put the rockets there. Although the particular model that I'm doing, which is the Mincy 3, was never known for using rockets. But if I figured, you know, if you have them and it looks cool, let's just go ahead and do it. You can see the overall finish. I did I left some areas of the build, or areas of the painting, I'm sorry, a little bit lighter, and that's for weathering purposes, for, like, you know, weathering plans that I have for the future. Also, one of the things that really came out well were the nav lights. Here's the green one, the gold one, and here I have the red one, which achieved the effect that I was looking for, which is kind of like having a little bit of glass surrounding a red light bulb, which is, according to my research, the way it was done. I couldn't achieve the same on the green one. The green one, it's all green, as you can see. You can see a little bit of the clear sprue because it's clear green, but yeah, I think that I achieved a better effect on the red one, and I loved it. So I'm really happy about that. And this is the front of the, you know, this little bird is just an amazing bird. I love it. Anyhow, some of you guys, you know, really responded well. Let me zoom out before doing this. Really responded well to the idea of striping my bombs. I have not installed them, but here's the end result. I just pretty much masked. You can see that the green paint, it's Humbrol, and you can see it's really thick. But you know what? I really don't know what to do. So if you have any suggestions, I don't want to sand it because I know I'm gonna ruin it, and I'm kind of desperate to finish this project. Here's the other one. It's the other bomb. I think this one had a better finish overall, and I'm quite happy with it. And then I have the propeller, which to be quite honest, I think it's the best propeller I've ever hand painted, and I'm loving it as it is. And these are the wheels. Now you can see that there's a piece of toothpick sticking out of it, because I'm gonna use that as some sort of anchoring mechanism to the base, because I am actually preparing a base for this, which will come in just a few seconds, guys. I'm gonna show you the base. So this is the base, and I just went to one of my local handcraft stores. It's an already made base. I didn't want to complicate myself too much, especially paying, I think, $1.50. I think it was worth it, and I think it will honor the model to its full extent. Now, to give you an idea of how this puppy is gonna be placed, it's gonna go somehow like this. You know, the area that you see I masked here, I'm gonna try to resemble some sort of you know, airport platform or runway. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I was thinking about following the steps of making models again, using a very high resolution picture that resembles the deck of an aircraft carrier. I might do that. I'm still thinking on how I'm gonna do it. So I don't have a color printer. I don't know if I should buy some decal paper and use it, like buy some sheet styrene and then use it on top of the sheet styrene. I'm accepting suggestions, so please guys, if you have done this before, which I haven't, and of course you are more experienced than I am, just, you know, leave me a little, just remember my character, just leave me a little comment at the bottom of the video so that I have at least an idea of what I will be doing. And yeah, without further ado, like I told you, I went back to Mexico, and it was kind of like a, you know, going back in time kind of trip, because I recovered my stash. And without further ado, I present to you the Hasegawa 1/72nd scale Panzer Kampfwagen 6 Tiger 1 version E. And this is a little 1/72nd scale, really fun model. Of course I have not built it, but I did back in the day build a 1/72nd scale Kahia Japanese tank. And I remember that I had not, I mean, when I did that, that was my first armor build ever, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I never thought that I would enjoy building anything else than planes, because that's what I mainly like. But I loved that build so much that I purchased another Hasegawa. In this case, I was lucky because I purchased in Canada, in Halifax. I was living at the time there, and I remember that when it came to the Maritime Hobby Shop, which is tended by John. John, I'm hoping that you're, you know, doing wonderful. He told me you're a lucky guy because this model seldomly comes, and we seldomly have it in stock. So I got it. So this is the first part of my stash, Tiger 1. It's a nice model, 1/72nd scale, and we're gonna be building it together. Number 2. I purchased a couple of military miniatures by Tamiya. Now do you see this guy crawling here with a machine gun? Now that's gonna be my next project, and I'm so confident that I'm announcing it from now. When I'm done with the Hellcat, I'm gonna do a really quick vignette. I'm gonna replace the machine gun with I don't know, I guess some sort of a resin casted sniper rifle, and I want to try to do a vignette of a sniper with full camo or in between rubble. You know, it's a Russian miniature, so probably I'll do some sort of you know, Vasily Zaitsev homage or something, you know, this really famous Russian sniper from the Battle of St. Petersburg. So I'm gonna be doing my research and just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing with that vignette. I already got the base for it, so it's gonna be small. I want it to be a quick build and something that makes me practice my painting skills with this is a set of Hasegawa 148 World War II scale 148 World War II pilots. I just have it, you know. Back in the day, I used to model in 148. Little did I know that 1/72 was so fun. Nothing against 148, but I had never done anything besides it. Okay, I'll just get one once in a while and practice for a couple of hours to paint with acrylics and paint figures and faces and eyes and all that complicated stuff, because I really dig figures. And now to the interesting part. I have a Hasegawa Messerschmitt Bf 109G6 Expertin. This is a really cool build. I remember I actually started this build, so it has some progress, not a lot. I mean, I think that I remember purchasing a resin kit for the cockpit, and I was working on that. That got lost. I didn't find it. But as you can see, I had already separated the fuselage from the sprues. So I'm gonna be retaking that in the future. This is part of the original cockpit from the kit, and like I said, I remember purchasing I think it was a Ayers cockpit in resin. And last but not least, it is a 2003 issue of a Messerschmitt 262E with a Krettencraft rod. Now the Krettencraft rod is the little thing that towed it, and I remember this is a first. I mean, when it was recent, it is the first issue of this kit. It is one of, you know, it's part of that batch, and I never started it because I was just too scared. I wanted to get over with the Messerschmitt 109 first before doing that. So this puppy has never been opened, but it will, and so it's complete. It's really nice, as characteristic of the Tamiya kits. Like I said, it comes with the Krettencraft rod, you know, the little thing that towed it, that was half motorcycle, half track-driven vehicle to tow things. These things came out at the very last period of the war, and they sucked gas like a baby sucking milk. I mean, they were not very good in the MPG. So whenever the pilots landed, they had to stop on their tracks on the runway and have one of these things tow them back to the hangar, and vice versa. When they needed to take off, they were towed to the head of the runway, and then just, you know, turn on the engines and take off. So that's the historic element behind this model. But that's my stash, and I'm really happy about it. Let me know what you think. Again, comment on how should I go about, you know, simulating a little piece of aircraft carrier deck or runway or something, just to complement a little bit the Hellcat. I think it deserves it. And well, I'm really happy to see you guys again. I'm really glad to be back on. So thank you very much, guys. I really love you guys. Thank you very much for joining. For you new to the channel, Coladito, this is a shout out for you. I've been following you and I saw your shout out, so this is me reciprocating the hugs. Kudos to you, my man. There's love all around us, there's God up there, and we have plastic down here. So keep on building, keep on painting, and keep posting and commenting. This is Ramon Rodriguez signing off from Modelismo channel. Thank you very much for watching.